Let's cover Mourinho's press conference before Real Betis game. He started talking about the injuries. He said, "Our injuries, the World Cup has been a real factor a while now. It's here and it's now. We have to deal with this situation. I've learned to cry less and face the reality of the situation at hand. There are various teams. The poor teams play once a week, the rich ones play more than once a week and are equipped to do so. And then the ones in between are forced to play the same number of games as the rich ones, but they struggle to do so." So the subtext is that Roma is not a rich club. Roma is a team between the poor and rich, which is true, And he's complaining about the depth in the squad. Well, at the moment, he had so many injured players, such as Dybala, Wijnaldum, and Celik and Karsdorp. But also, we could complain to Mourinho because he did not rotate the squad very well. Maybe he doesn't trust the new player that he brought in. Belotti and Shomurodov could have started against Lecce. Kamara could have started against Lecce. El Shaarawy maybe could have started against Lecce, and we wouldn't miss Dybala for Betis. Then he continued saying, "Belotti and El Shaarawy, neither one will start tomorrow." He said, "Abraham's problem are not his. It's a team issues. It's our problem. For media, everything is about shots, stats, but we need actual goals. Otherwise, we don't win. If you won games based on the number of chances, we'd be sitting on top of the league table," which is true. Roma has the highest XG in Serie A, but we're sitting at the 6th place in the table, and we missed so many chances. And that's our biggest issue. Not the defense, not the midfield, but the fact that our player cannot finish or score goal. Then he continued saying the important thing is for us to address this issue without looking at it from an individual point of view. I keep saying the same thing. We need to have more discipline in the way we play. When two players lose the ball, it produces consequences for the whole team. Our best games that we have played in this year and a half are games of great concentration, of great respect for the game plan, of great organization in the team dynamics. There are very few games that we have won thanks to individual situation or outside of what we had prepared. Well, I think all of us can agree on the last part. Most games that we have won were due to the individual player like Dybala and Smalling, and it wasn't a team game. Like against Monza, the whole team played and won, but against Lecce, it was Dybala and Smalling that scored the goals. Then I saw this last interview which he had on the pitch, and he said, "Yes, we had 9 points, meaning that we are going to try to win all 3 games." But then he said, "We know we can't finish second, third, or fourth." And he said we could continue in Europa League, Conference League, or be out of it altogether. And he said, well, that's a good thing because then we can focus on Serie A, which that made me really nervous about tomorrow game. Maybe I felt like he doesn't care. He's going to try to win, maybe, but maybe he prefer to lose the Europa League, the Conference League, and focus on Serie A because we're gonna have two tough games against Napoli and Lazio, and also two other not so difficult but not so easy against Sassuolo and Torino before the World Cup. And we have so many injured players, and there are the key players like Dybala, Celik, Karsdorp, and of course Wijnaldum. And now Dybala. So I'm not very positive now about the game tomorrow, but we'll see. I think knowing Mourinho based on what he had before, I think he's going to Spain trying to win. If he wins, he's gonna push for the Europa League. But if we lose, that means he's not gonna focus on the Europa League or even the Conference League at all, and he's gonna put all of his focus on the Serie A.